Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today, I totally forgot that this was supposed to come out today. So this is coming out late because I'm filming it this morning, Wednesday. And I meant to have this out so much earlier because I like to tell you guys a month in advance what we're going to be reading for the next couple of months. But after hearing a lot of reviews and kind of what I know about Cassandra Khaw, the library at Hellbore, so I originally picked it to be part of like the choices for October because number one, really good Halloween book. Second, a lot of people were really excited about it. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be like a popular choice. People are gonna wanna see it. And then third, again, it was a popular choice. So I did not think it was going to be as gory as some of her other books are. And unfortunately, I was apparently very wrong. And this seems to be more gory than a lot of her other books, which is new. I was not expecting that. So because of the people that I know who participate regularly in the book club, I gave the option to pick a new book for October. And I was surprised how many people did want to keep it, but I think it was like 57% ended up wanting to change the book. And I was like, I think that's probably for the best. So I ended up having to put a new poll out with new options. And I think the new options were like The Hounding. I put The Ghostwriter back in there because you guys seem to really like that one. Widow's Point, I think, by Richard Chismar. That's the one I wanted to win and like nobody voted for it. And then I put, what was the last one? I don't remember what the last one was, but there was one more. I can't remember what it was. So that poll, because it went out so late, yeah, I couldn't assist until that was over. So now that that is over, we can go through our book club picks for August through the end of the year. I know you guys didn't vote on anything for December, but we're gonna do what we did last year, and it's just gonna be reading our series because I think it was really nice taking off December and not really having to think about like a specific book that we had to read because a lot of people are very busy end of November, all of December. So that's the plan. Let's get right into August pick. I was about to say, you can always just check if this video does not come out soon enough for you, you can always go check the polls. I'm never generally going to change it. The only time I changed it was the emoji poll because that poll was a disaster and I will never do that again. But generally what is in the poll is what we're going to read unless I make a new poll. But again, you guys could see that as well. So if you're always questioning what the book club pick is and you either don't want to like go through this video and you just want to go look at the polls will generally reflect what we're reading, barring any changes. So anyway, starting in August, we are reading The Night and the Moth. You guys are so excited about this. I know a lot of you actually have probably already read this, but I'm really excited to read this with you guys because it would have had to have been in one of my reading on my book box videos things, and it's nice not having to put that in there and this being separate, and that means one less book for that video. So that is very, very nice. I appreciate this being picked. It also sounds pretty cool. I also very much enjoy the cover of this. I think it's really interesting, and it's a fairy loot pick, so it's getting, again, another fairy loot off of my shelf, and we are marching along with that little project for this year, which is actually going, I was gonna say well, but it's going interestingly. Like, it's not adding stuff to my TBR, which is really great, or it's just not sitting there. It's adding a lot to my TBR. It's not sitting on my shelves for a really long time, which was the point, but there's been a lot of DNFing that I was not expecting. Like, I'm really upset about it. But anyway, book for August is Night and the Moth, and it is about Sybil Delling has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all. Like the other foundling girls who traded a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral, Sybil is a diviner. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as omens. From them, she can predict terrible things before they occur, and lords and common folk alike travel across the kingdom of Trams, windswept moors, to learn their futures by her dreams. Just as she and her sister diviners near the end of their service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral. Rude, heretical, and devilishly handsome, the knight Roderick, oh, I don't like that, has no respect for Sybil's visions. I hope he has a nickname or something. But when Sybil's fellow diviners begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek his help in finding them, for the world outside the cathedral's cloister is wrought with peril. Only the gods have the answers she is seeking, and as much as she'd rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heretic can defeat a god. I am going to be very honest with you. I actually love religious fantasy and horror. Like, I'm a big fan, and I don't know if that's because I was raised Catholic, but I love religious fantasy and horror. I don't know what it is. It's, again, I'm reading Terror at the Gates right now. My favorite part is the religious aspect of it and like breaking chains and figuring out your identity and stuff like that. I'm actually really excited about that. I am nervous though because I was not a fan of One Dark Window, like at all. I really didn't like her male character. I thought he was a wet paper towel. Like he had no personality and I could not stand like reading a book that had him as the main love interest. I thought he was a fake out. That's how much I didn't like him. I thought it was a Tamlin situation, and it was not, which was really awkward for me. I'm hoping I like this significantly better. Again, the name Roderick is gonna really throw me off if, like, we're calling him Roderick all the time, which I would still prefer over nicknames. I absolutely despise nicknames in books, which is what is happening in Terror at the Gates right now. If Julia watches this, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So anyway, August pick, Night in the Moth. Moving on to September. The funny thing is we probably could have put this book as October's book. That would have actually worked really well and picked a different one for September. Oh, that would have been really smart. Oh well. Anyway, oh, The Possession of Alba Diaz. That was the other book that I tried to pick for October because that's the one I wanted to win. That's the other one I wanted to win. Out of the 4 choices, 2 of them I wanted to win, and neither of them did, which was really sad. But anyway, for September, we have The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. I am really nervous about this. I'm really, but I've heard such great things about it. And I think it's a very interesting and different pick for our book club. I know a lot of people already have this or have already like attempted reading it. And it's not our normal choice. And I think that's going to be really good because it's been a lot of romantasy, guys. It's been a lot of romantasy lately. Although our July pick, I still haven't read With a Vengeance. I'm getting there. But anyway, I think this is a nice breakaway from our regular young adult or romantasy picks, and this is a adult kind of action adventure-y. I don't know if I would call this high fantasy type of story, and I'm really excited about it. I will also read this synopsis, but for the next 2 books, I don't have them physically in front of me, so you will not be getting synopses for them. If I will tell you what I remember about them. But for The Devils, it is very short. Holy work sometimes requires unholy deeds. Brother Diaz has been summoned to the sacred city. Okay, so apparently we're just doing religious books, religious overtones. Brother Diaz has been summoned to the sacred city where he is certain a commendation and grand holy assignment awaits him. But his new flock is made up of unrepentant murderers, practitioners of ghastly magic, and outright monsters. The mission he is tasked with will require bloody measures from them all in order to achieve its righteous ends. Elves lurk at our borders and hunger for our flesh. Oh my gosh, it's an elf book. It's an elf book. Do you guys remember, this happened last year, this was so long ago, where when I like originally made my TBR thing, which I literally have quit. I have quit that TBR game because it was stupid. I'm trying to come up with a new one, but I'm unsuccessful so far. But do you guys remember that? I rolled something and it was like elves in a book, and I knew for a fact I had no elf books on my shelf. And that was so dumb because I made the prompts. And put that on there, and that's like half the prompts are stuff that I don't have books for. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I absolutely do not know what I was thinking. But anyway, elves lurk at our borders and hunger for our flesh, while greedy princes care for nothing but their own ambitions and comfort. With an epic, hellish journey before him, it's a good thing Brother Diaz has the devils on his side. This sounds so good. Like, that sounds so much fun. It sounds action adventure-y. I think it's gonna be a really good time. I do think this will split our book club. I think some people are gonna really love this, and I think some people are really gonna struggle with this one. So I'm really curious. I'm hoping everybody loves it, but I am really curious what is going to happen when we read this one in September. Moving on to October. Originally, it was supposed to be Library at Hellbore. That one won by a lot, but due to subject matter, etc. in the book, I did think it would be best to change the book, and so we had a second poll. And no surprise, the second place in the original poll, The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark, did end up winning this one. I think this book sounds so interesting. I had no interest in reading another Julie Clark, but I'm excited that we have another mystery thriller coming up. Like, I'm really excited about that because this is not generally a mystery thriller club, so I like when we kind of go outside our comfort zone in the book club. I find it so fascinating what people give me their reviews about. If I remember correctly, The Ghostwriter is following our main character whose father was a writer. I'm gonna laugh if I get this wrong. I'm gonna laugh if I get this wrong. And I think she's like looking through his like recent book or something like that. Something is going on with his books and she's trying to figure out what's going on. We're gonna leave it at that. I don't want to say anything wrong, but it sounds so interesting. Definitely go check it out if you have any interest in it. It looks like it could borderline on a little bit creepy, which could be really interesting. Anyway, what we're reading for October is The Ghost Runner by Julie Clark. And then moving on to November, our last actual book pick. I know nothing about this book. It's Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. No surprise that that was picked for this. I mean, I was kind of expecting it. Like when I go through what picks we're gonna do for a month, I try to pick some like indie books, like just in case people have like a really good interest, but I also pick some books that I'm like, my book club's going to love this book, or at least really want to read it, because I try to go out of my way to think of books that you guys will already try and buy or already own. So Alchemy of Secrets, 100%, I feel like most of you guys who take part in this book club will have this or already even have it on pre-order. I have it on pre-order. Anyway, this is the Stephanie Garber first adult release. I know zero about this book. I think it could be really interesting because it seems like it's got some historical fantasy aspects to it. So I'm gonna see, I'm really curious how that's gonna go. But anyway, those are the picks from August to November. And then December, we are going to be doing reading your sequels. We're gonna read down our sequels in December because a lot of us start series throughout the year and then we kind of just pause and then we don't continue in them. And I will be doing a vlog like I did last December. And it was so much fun. I'll probably do the TBR jar again or a spinner wheel something and try to finish some of these series that I started. Like Phantasma, I don't know why I haven't read Enchantress yet. I actively don't know. I actively don't know why. I don't know what's happening. But that one I should have been finished by now. I have a whole list down here. The whole Magnolia Park series, I have literally all of them except for the one that's not out yet. And I just stalled in that series. I have the last Emily Wilde's book. I have, oh gosh, the Guild series I got partway into and then just stopped. So I have so many things, so many series that I'm in the middle of that I need to continue. So anyway, those are our book club choices for the rest of 2025, which is crazy to say, but I do massive chunks at a time. So it is still only August, still a lot of time in 2025 to get things done. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely let me know down below what you thought about the book club picks, what you're hoping for next year maybe, or what you hoped was picked, because a lot of people picked other books and they're going to be kind of disappointed with some of the choices. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought about the picks, what you're most excited about. Definitely leave, let's see, is there like a butterfly emoji? Because I don't think there's like a moth. I don't think there's moth. Leave a butterfly emoji if there's butterfly or moth adjacent emoji, since this is our pick in August and this is what we'll be reading this month. Leave that emoji if nothing else to say, but you want to let me know that you're here, and I will see you guys in the next video.